definitely a girl. But why was Ryusi going around dressed like a man's well? She must have had some good reason for it. Maybe like a secret behind her birth. No, but brother. What does that have to do with that thing that's on your waist? You said that you didn't want to be a guard because they have to leave the mountain hideout. That's right. The head guard has to go to the mountain hideouts that are having problems and solve them. So the job might be a little annoying. That said, on your way back, if someone intentionally tries to attack you by taking advantage of your weakness since your hideout leader's badly hurt, then what? Flames cans. Org. No matter how outstanding your martial prowess is, would your family be able to get back to MTWufeng safe and sound without suffering any loss along the way? That's true. What's the use of stating the obvious? If our opponents just use their brains a little, our way back to MTWufeng will also be a tough journey. I think so too. That's why I've decided to accept their offer for now. No matter what anyone says, as long as I have this token. Forget being attacked, any mountain bandit will be dying to serve you. Anyways, that means Big Young Nims. That a head guard, said to be one of the highest ranks in the bandit union, has come out of our MTWufeng hideout, too. This is the best thing ever. Come to think of it. That's right. Our Jukha has become the bandit union's head guard, of. Stop this. Let's just leave. Yes, Sir Head Guard. Oi. Head Guard Yun Jukha. Here. Over here. Let's drink for 3 days and nights straight when we meet again. Heh. You're talking about alcohol right up till the end. Right, let's meet again. Just seeing them leave has already got me feeling a little bored. He was a really interesting guy. Yun Jukha. Now then. When will you give him his first task as the head guards? You chose that boy. To be the sword to cut down the unforgivable ones who infiltrated the bandit union tournament, right? I thought you just drank when you went out. But looks like you're still quick to catch on to that stuff as the bandit union's young clan leader, huh? Of course that I'm your daughter after all. Hug. Acting coy when you're all grown up. We're finally going back. To MTWufeng hideout. Nangong clan. 410. And just like that, the bandit union tournament which led to many big and small happenings came to an end. However, to Yun Jukha, who had now taken on a huge position of bandit union head guard, it was simply the starting point of all the other big events he would soon face in Murim. It would be hard to take the carriage Big Young Nims on the high hills. So, the next place we'll have to go through is Hefei. Nangong Clan U. Drink slowly. You're going to choke. Hog. I quickly rushed here since I was in a hurry and couldn't afford to waste any time. Please pardon my discourtesy, Honorable Sir Nangong. Huh, not at all. What do you mean discourtesy? It's okay. So, please tell me. Then. I know I'm being shameless, but I'd like to make a request. Could I perhaps get some help from Miss Nangong? I've heard people say that Miss Nangong has the gift of seeing through people's hearts along with a beautiful flower-like appearance, hence they call her the lovely mind reader. I abruptly made such a rude visit hoping to borrow the supernatural strength of Miss for Ascension School. Lovely mind reader, you say. You're being too kind. It's just that her simple assumptions ended up being true out of luck. My daughter is an ordinary child. However, setting aside my daughter, the Ascension School head came to the Nangong clan personally. Isn't it my duty to listen to the problems of a fellow Order faction member? Please speak comfortably. Ah. Thank you. So, what happened was, we have a student at our Ascension School called the Solitary Crane Sword, Dung Cho, who has been making a name for himself in the martial world recently. He left home for the Ascension School 4 days ago. But, he just disappeared. Into thin air. He disappeared. I mean, a young guy like him could leave home for a few days. Isn't it a stretch to say he went missing? Yes. That's true, but the reason why I'm worried is because not long after he disappeared, a strange rumor began to spread in the streets. Soaring Dragon School, a sect that I've never heard of before, is coming to help the Ascension School. Soaring Dragon School. I haven't heard of that name before either. We have never requested help from this Soaring Dragon School, and our disciple disappeared at the same time as they appeared. How strange is this? I do agree that the rumor of this Soaring Dragon School does sound suspicious. 000 However, I don't think my daughter could be of any help in this situation. Honorable sir, I beg of you. If you help our Ascension School this time, I'll never forget this debt. Ugh. All right. Please wait a little. Thank you, sir. It's okay. You can enter, brother. I was trying to surprise you. How did you know it was Mez? Seriously. I can never fool you. So, I think Father called you to help out the Ascension School for those reasons. Well, you might need to hear him out in detail to know more. Psi 7 cut him off right away if you smell anything fishy. It doesn't matter even if it looks harsh. Your safety is the most important to your broth. Huz. Oh, your Jerez. Miss Nangong. Thank you very much. For sparing your precious time for our disciple. Now. You must have been exhausted coming so far. Calm down first. Please explain more in detail so that Yun can solve your problem. Yes. So, what happened was what they talked about before. I see. Ha. Yees. Ha. Has the Order Union said anything about this matter? The Order Union said that the Soaring Dragon School could be a new sect or a fake name being used to pretend they're from the Order faction. Therefore, I want to know who's behind this and if they're really coming to help the Ascension School. And if finding out their identity is difficult. I hope I could at least know if Dung Cho, that child, is fine. Yun, where are you going? Why Yun? Yun, wait a minute. Haha. Yi and Must Be wanted to hurry and prepare to leave for the Ascension School as soon as possible after hearing you out. As you can see, our Yun is the quiet type. Although she doesn't speak much, she'll solve your problem. Ha. I came here simply trusting the name of Lovely Mind Reader, ugh. But isn't she just a quack? I beg of you. Please find my son. We'll try our best, so please tell us if you remember anything useful, ma'am. 4 days ago, a disciple of the Ascension School, the Solitary Crane Sword, Dung Cho, suddenly disappeared without a trace. He was a young warrior whose title of Solitary Crane Sword suited him best. The fact that someone like him has been gone for 4 days without prior notice Definitely meant that he must have gotten himself in danger after being dragged into some problem. Gosh. It looks like the issue is becoming much bigger than we'd expected. According to his mother, he skipped breakfast and hurriedly left for the Ascension School to investigate a missing monk's case. This and the missing monk case as well. We have no clue how things are going around here. Let's go to the inn in the nearby village first. How's an inn? What are you talking about all of a sudden, Yun? Haha. How could I know what's going on in your mind? Welcome. Excuse me, I'd like to ask you something. Yes. Around 4 days ago, did a man in his 20s going by the name of Solitary Crane Sword stop by Jerez? Well, of course, you could have trouble remembering a customer from 4 days ago. But I wanted to ask just in case. Yes. Of course I remember him. I was the one who asked him, so why is he looking at Yun while answering? Don't even get me started about that day. A huge dispute happened and the inn became a mess. What do you think you're doing? Mount Fei Sword, Huang Yom Dong. How dare a punk from that Ascension School come Jerez? I simply came to this village to investigate the recent missing monk case. I don't want to argue with your Heavenly Sword School. Is that so? But what a shame. I can't control my anger. Whenever I see you Ascension School bastards. I had wanted to deal with this peacefully. However, if that's what you insist, I won't back down like a scared mutt either. You punk. Stop bluffing. If you're also members of the Order faction, your sect should also be cooperating in the investigation to find the missing monk. At the very least, don't be a hindrance if you're not going to help. Ha! Isn't that the Ascension School's job? Who cares if a monk's missing? It's got nothing to do with me. You damn bastard. Cook. Right, what's with all this fuss about some missing monk? Why are you throwing your own life away for something like that? Seriously. They're fighting so much for such a small issue. Looks like the Baldy might win. Can't they do it in moderation? That's why those young ones are hopeless. If that's what old man Shim thinks. I'll bet this chicken leg that the Baldy wins. Hyung Nim, still, wagering away a half-eaten one is. Who 10 is it? Did someone stop the fight? Yes. He looked quite young. So the wager was stuck there. I can't eat because you're too noisy. What was their sect's name again? Right. It was certainly the Soaring Dragon School. They said they were from the Soaring Dragon School. The Soaring Dragon School is the one that the Ascension School had mentioned. That mysterious sect. I'll take the first kill. Is it a divine power? Flying Dragon Sect, that's the suspicious sect the soaring sect leader told me about. Could the disappearance of Deng Cho really be related to the Flying Dragon Sect? Did the Flying Dragon Sect look like they were traveling with Deng Cho? I'm not sure. That doesn't seem to be the case, but... How dare a brat like you stick his nose in the affairs of another sect? You don't know your place at all. Kook. Damn it. He might look young. But he's extremely skilled. What? Wanna keep going? You arrogant brat. Consider yourself lucky. They didn't seem to be traveling together. The fight ended way too quietly. They went their own ways, so I can't really tell what happened afterwards. Just how skilled is the person who interfered? For them to easily subdue two martial artists of an orthodox faction. However, what's more important is... Huang Yongdong attacked Deng Cho with the intent to kill. Why would he do that, though? I get that the relationship between the two sects is strained, but he should be aware that if things escalate, it'd become very complicated if the Murim alliance has to step in. That Huang Yongdong guy is probably... Why Yun? Where are you going without saying anything? Wait for me. Next time you visit, please make sure to buy at least a cup of tea. Have a safe journey. That Huang Yongdong person probably has a grudge against the soaring sect. Azuraskans. Calm. Since they saw the faces of the Flying Dragon sect, they must be certain that they weren't traveling with Deng Cho. In that case, somewhere near the inn. One of them would have been waiting for Deng Cho. Azuraskans. Calm. So that's how he was mercilessly killed. Without being able to make a sound of. Nor resist, huh? Be blood stains. Yun, stay right here. Found him. The scholar sword. Deng Cho. Seeing how his plaque and money is still here, this definitely wasn't caused by robbers or bandits. Could this really be the doing of Huang Yongdong? Azuraskans. Calm. If the truth that Huang Yongdong killed Deng Cho is exposed, a fight between the Heavenly Sword sect and the Soaring sect will most certainly take place. The Heavenly Sword sect isn't strong enough to go against the Orthodox alliance. The fact that they still dared to do something like this means there's someone backing them up. More so. Deng Cho's head is missing. This is way too similar to that incident that took place 20 years ago. There's something ominous about this. As you've asked, I've brought back the head of the offering. As promised. Will you allow me to join the Yumiyoung cult? I didn't set my expectations high. But I guess you're pretty useful, huh? With those kinds of guts, you've earned the right to become one of the 12 demonic soldiers. I'll keep my promise, so don't worry about that. Thank you. The Murim is a place where the weak gets devoured, and the strong survives. A world where the strong prey on the weak. And so, in the near future, the Yumiyoung cult will be at the center of turning the world upside down. At the same time, elsewhere, the Five Peaks 10 heroes passed by Hefei as they were returning to their stronghold. Ugh. Now that my body's slightly recovered, I thought I could get a refreshing drink in an inn after a long while. And yet, dust was flying everywhere as a fight went on during our meal. Yeah. There's no greater joy than getting back to our stronghold quickly so we can lie down peacefully and have drinks. Our stronghold. When Sage Chun-Ji previously charged into our stronghold, you ran away the quickest, and now you're calling the stronghold ours. I know, right? What? Can't I miss the 5-peak stronghold as well? I even went to the Green Forest Grand Summit as part of the 5-peak stronghold with all of you. Can't I call the stronghold our stronghold? I got you. One of Hunan's 3 greatest criminals, Gummel Northern Sword, Shim Yangak. Today is the day you die, Shim Yangak. Today is the day you die, Shim Yangak. Sigh. What was it again? Who are you people? We belong to the Orthodox Alliance. We're from the Storm Squad. Sorry, but it's been 5 years since we lost this criminal and now we've finally found him by coincidence. This isn't the time for us to talk about manners. Let's start introducing ourselves first. We're the Flying Dragon Sect. From Hunan. And that man that you're holding on to right now. He's not the criminal, Shim Yangak. He's just an old man known as Bang Tong. He helps us with the errands in RSE. Old man Bang, isn't that right? Ha, yes, yes. Just as my sect leader said, I'm Bang Tong. The Flying Dragon Sect. I've never heard of them before. However, I do feel the energy of orthodox martial artists. From the rest of them. But not this old man. Bang Tong, my ass. This old man is definitely one of the 3 great criminals of Hunan, Shim Yangak. Although I don't know why he has hidden his identity and infiltrated the ranks of an orthodox sect. I, Li Sangmun, can't possibly confuse this damn starved weasel face of his. Ugh. Starved weasel. QFFT. Did you say you're from Flying Dragon Sect? Well, I don't know how he deceived you people. This old man isn't Bang Tong, he's the Gummel Northern Sword, a criminal known as Shim Yangak. Azuraskans. Calm. Ha, a weasel. While he does resemble one, I think there's a misunderstanding here. How could an old man who runs errand in our sect be a criminal? Yeah, that's not possible. He's at most only capable of using rags or brooms. Azuraskans. Calm cuckoo. He's also really good at making food for the dogs. In doing those menial errands, he's definitely one of the top 10 in the world. Those punks. Yes. What my sect leader said is right. Do you want me to make some food for your dog if you have one? That wound. Bastard. That wound on your wrist. That's obviously the wound that was caused by my sword from 5 years ago. Do you still dare lie? Shit. Azuraskans. Calm. Don't think of weaseling out anymore. If you keep trying to cover for this criminal, Shim Yangak, I'll assume that you're his accomplices and submit you to the judgment of the Orthodox Alliance. A criminal. What are they talking about? Seeing as how they're talking about getting the Orthodox Alliance involved. I guess something did happen here. Damn it, I'm really unlucky. To think I'd meet these Orthodox Alliance guys in this place of all places. In order to resolve this situation, I need Yun Jioka to do something. But there's no way he'd do something for me that could bring harm to the 5-peak stronghold. Sigh. Seriously. You guys sure talk a lot. We're telling you, that old man is Bang Tong, an errand man for our sect. Jioka. Are you not aware that we have no choice but to suspect you guys as well if you keep insisting on that? Now that we've caught him, there's no way we'll be deceived. Suspect us. Gioka. Azuraskans. You know they're from the Orthodox Alliance, right? If you insist on suspecting us, then wouldn't that put both of our groups in a bind? This is the rumored Aura execution. That's supposed to be only possible for the top 10 strongest martial masters of the world. He's using such a high-level technique. How could such a young boy be able to use that? Do you still not believe what we've told you? Arrogant brat. How dare you speak so arrogantly in front of him? No. I believe you. Of course, I do. Pardon. On second hand, this old man looks nothing like Shim Yangak. I guess we made a mistake because we were tired after a long journey. So, could please keep your sword. My. It seems we're finally on the same page. In such a dangerous world, we ought to live while putting faith in others, shouldn't we? Old man Bang. Come over here quickly. That sounds good. Ahem, I'll take my leave now. Captain. What are you suddenly saying? You saw that wound on his wrist too, didn't you? As expected of our captain. After confusing our enemies, he's sending me an eye signal to cut down all of them. I'll figure out quickly what he wants to say, 1000 just sh and proceed to take them down. Just shut up, we're leaving. So sorry for troubling you. Captain. Phew. I really thought I was done for. That scared me. I'm glad it turned out alright. I've gotten too old for this. But I wonder what brought them here. It's so rare for the Orthodox Alliance to send people to such a countryside. The meeting of the 5 Peaks 10 heroes and those 2 men on a route leading to Hefei was actually much more impactful than anyone expected. No. Why has this happened to you? You rotten Heavenly Sword sect bastards. Do you think you can get away with killing one of our people? Hand over Huang Yomdong's head right now. Nonsense. Deng Cho only died because he dared to act up in the Heavenly Sword sect's territory. How dare you make a ridiculous demand like asking for Yomdong's? The clashing of these 2 sects, the Soaring Sect. And the Heavenly Sword sect. In order to mediate the situation between them, the Orthodox Alliance, which is in charge of the order in the Orthodox Murim, got involved. Huang Yomdong claims that the killing happened during a duel. So it wasn't murder, but an accident. In the end, the Orthodox Alliance, which was afraid that this matter would spiral out of hand, asked the Heavenly Sword sect to provide an appropriate compensation to the Soaring sect. And in the Orthodox faction, the word of the Orthodox Alliance is the ironclad law. Even if it's a decision that's hard to accept. They have no choice but to follow that decision. The one who played the biggest role in bringing a conclusion to this series of events was the flower telepath, Namgung Yun. Mountain Destruction's wordsman, Huang Yomdong. I'm certain now that I'm seeing him in person. He doesn't even bother hiding that gloomy and disgusting energy of the demonic cult. So, they've gotten into the Orthodox faction, huh? Chion. What's wrong? I think the Yumiyoung cult might show its face in the Murim soon. What did you just say? Did you discover something? Azuraskans. Calm if what you said is true. Shouldn't we tell the members of the Orthodox Alliance that are present right now? No. Not only will it be meaningless to tell them anything now. It'll only worsen the atmosphere here. We need more concrete evidence that the Yumiyoung cult has infiltrated the Orthodox faction. Let's return to Hefei first. Azuraskans. Calm. The person who knows about the Yumiyoung cult better than anyone is our father, after all. Boundless Heaven Technique, 5th form. Crescent Moon Strike. Bang Tong. I need to hold it in. How long are you gonna keep calling me that? That name's starting to stick. You always boasted about being one of the 3 great criminals of Hunan. I guess that wasn't a bluff, huh? While I'm living a quiet life because the Orthodox Alliance is after me right now, you'd be considered a goner if you even dared to stare at me in the past. If such an amazing person decided to become a mountain bandit, then I guess the Orthodox Alliance is way scarier, huh? Well, I'd be lying if I said they weren't scary. But I felt like being a mountain bandit suited me more after I gave it a try. I plan to stay in the 5-peak stronghold until I die of old age. It's got clean air. Plus, I don't need to worry about starving. That old man just has to win every argument. Heh. You guys are way too young to win against me in arguments. Well. Azuraskans. Calm. Our stronghold used to be powerless, and we didn't even know martial arts. So it was a little hard to make a living. But now, we've got a nice-looking Harmony Pavilion. And since Geo became a part of the Green Forest main patrol, we're better off than most strongholds. Bahaha. It's true that every dog has its day. I guess all that's left for us is to strut along with our everyday routine and live the easy life. And no. I'm actually thinking of using this plaque to do even more bandit work. Now. Let's stop chit-chatting and prepare to set up camp for the night. It's about to get dark. Okay. You look like you're thinking about a lot. Ah, Chief. Where are the rest? I guess they're all exhausted even though they didn't show it. They're all sleeping like dead logs. I see. Well, we did climb several mountains. I'm sure everyone's tired. Chief. Do you remember what you said to me when you took me in? Are you talking about when you first joined the 5-peak stronghold? Yes. It's better to take from others than to let others take what belongs to you. What you said back then. I still remember it. Back then, I no longer wanted to lose anything, and I wanted to live with all of you. So, I fought again and again for that. And is something different for you now? I'm not just fighting and taking other people's stuff. I'm even using this plaque of the Green Forest to do even more bandit work. It'd be like the absolute tyranny of someone who has power. My current self. How different is it from those people that I hated so much? Thanks to the fantastic acumen Beck Maju has, she's been able to acquire investments from various merchantries. And started to build a martial family which is led by Yun Mubik. Plus, with the income that comes from escorting the merchantries, she grew that force. Now, in order to spread the name of the Waryong Manor into the world even more, she needed a Green Forest stronghold that'd become the sacrifice for it. The place that they've set their sights on is none other than the 5-peak stronghold that's been on everyone's minds recently. 5-peak stronghold, a bandit who's skilled with swords. How skilled could a mere bandit be to get such a nickname? That means. Yeah. Let's see who these bandits are. It's time to show those arrogant green forest bastards the power of the Waryong Manor. Waryong Manor, Yun Mudo. MT Wufeng, come on, now. Hurry up. This place is MT Wufeng, welcome. Those guys are. Let's pray for your safe travel while you're on your way to do business. And pay up a toll fee to help out a neighbor in need. Well, that. You see. Flames cans. Org. Ha. I can't hear a thing you're saying, old man. What's a salesman supposed to do with such a small voice? Huh, seriously. I did hear rumors about how MT Wufeng bandits were causing trouble recently, but I didn't think they would have gotten so fearless. Say what? Seriously. Looks like you're traveling with bodyguards, cause you're still a merchant group. Kiki, that bodyguard title of yours can be snatched away in an instant. Just pay up the fee and get lost while we're playing nice. Meanwhile, at the Crouching Dragon Estate, mother. What do you mens? You sent off the recent clan recruits, the merchant group's bodyguards, without even discussing it with me. Those kids are all still far too unskilled to be sent in as guards. You're speaking without any substance again. Then must we keep waiting like this until they develop their skills? Regardless of when they joined, they're all full-fledged members of the Crouching Dragon Estate. They're going to have to pay for all the food and lodging we provided. But mother. Ha, forget it. It's already decided, so don't bring up this matter again. I knew it would come to this with you. I also sent your cousin, Mudu, on the escort mission. Although he doesn't compare to you. Flames cans. Org, they shouldn't run into any problems with someone as skilled as Mudu by their side. Mother. Even so, if word gets out that we sent untrained members out on guard duty for the sake of the clan's revival, there'll be rumors that we're exploiting our clan members. On top of that, our opponent is the Bandit Union. Don't you think there must be a good reason why even the Order Union, the authority who manages the Order factions of Murim, is also leaving the reason, my foot. No matter how strong they are, they don't amount to anything more than lowly mountain bandits. The Order Union must be overestimating their abilities since they've got the Shattering Heaven Demon Lord's name backing them. In fact, it's a good thing that the Bandit Union's strength is being exaggerated. We have it rough, yes, but don't you think now's our chance to deal with them? If we can end this successfully, we'll soon easily enter the 7 sects and 2 schools. And we'll be able to spread the name of the Crouching Dragon Estate all over the world, just like 20 years ago. The clan that defeated the Bandit Union Mountain hideout. What are they up to? Ah, sorry that were you waiting for too long. Haha. But what do we dozen, we had a few problems on our way up, so we can only pay half the fee. What? These brazen bastards. But I've got a different mindset on all this. Not just the half. I don't want to give you punks a single penny. Are you bastards the from Crouching Dragon Estate, Flames cans? Org, the one that's been randomly picking fights with Bandit Union hideouts recently? I don't know about random Kekara, but you're right about us being from the Crouching Dragon Estate. While it's true that the 10 Wufeng elites aren't here. How dare these fools attack MT Wufeng hideout with us around? What do you mean, how dare we? What's there to fear about some rats that extort money from merchant groups? Point 2. All you've got is that yapping mouth with that greasy, piggy face of yours. Guys, attack. Whoa, whoa. Don't concern yourselves with these useless people and just prepare to get going. Nine Heavens World Technique First Phase Soaring Dragon of Heavenly Ascension. It's too early to be surprised. Kiak. Flames cans. Org. We can just go now, right? You empty woofing rats. Gurk. Arg. We'll let you off without taking any passage fee this once. There won't be a next time, so keep that in mind. They should have acted that way from the start. It's a win-win situation for all of us when we end things nicely, but guys like them always make you use up your energy. Still, I heard MANHWA hideout was making quite the name for itself recently. But looks like that was all mere rumors. These guys aren't noteworthy at all, right? These clumsy bastards were earning fames then again. They say empty vessels make the most noise. You can understand 10 things about something after learning one. Flames cans. Org, I can tell that I can see what the level of these trashy bastards called the bandit union or whatever is, too. Fair enough, but you're simply passing through now. It'll be different when our Hyung Nims, the 10 woofing elites, are back. 000 will see you then, you evil bastards. Ha! Who's calling whom evil? I was just going to leave nicely, but your yapping is quite annoying. Right. Keep on yapping, you losers. Out of the all bastards who've told me to watch my back, I've never seen a single one of them, not one, come to get their revenge. You whack. Why's it raining all of a sudden? Stop talking and just enter the abandoned shrine. What's all this? We're almost at MANHWA hideout as well. How infuriating. Still, it's a relief that there's a shrine here. Hack Han Hai don't even have extra clothes to change into. We almost got soaking wet. Since it's come to this, let's just sleep here for today and leave early tomorrow morning. Okay. But doesn't this place feel a bit too eerie, as it looks like a ghost could appear any second? Kakik. What ghosts? Wait till you're 60, you'll be more scared of humans. You wouldn't even hear someone dying when it rains this hard. I'm already getting goosebumps. Why do you have to go and say things like that? Keek. I mean, I'm not wrong. It's true that it's great weather to kill someone since the blood also gets washed away by the rain. Gah. You must be so proud of that. The Order Union is dying to catch you all because you lived like that. By the way, I wonder if our hideout is doing okay with this much rain. Damn. Look at this rude brat. Please try acting your age, will you? Hyung Nim. There's no way it's that big of a deal, right? Everyone, shoo. Someone's coming this way. Flames cans. Org. Flames cans. Org 0. What's that? Just now, that sack. Didn't it move? Flames cans. Org. Who are you bastards? That's what we're supposed to say. We were resting here first, okay? How bold of you to come barging in and start spewing all this crap. Judging by those sacks, you're definitely burglars. Who do you work for? Speak, you bastards. The sack moved. Does that mean these fuckers? Flames cans. Org, are you kidnappers? Their movements are incredibly synchronized. They're no ordinary guys, huh? Moreover, that red-haired. His aura is no joke. What's your name as you there? Why? Are you going to put up a memorial tablet for me in this shrine after learning my name as Flamescans? Org, forget it. Just end it quick and come at us. A young brat who's still wet behind the ears dares to act so impudent without any fear for his life. Cook. Shit. Who would have known that we're such monsters? That we're resting in the shrine we came in to take cover from the rain. Kiak. Cook. Those bastards. Flamescans. Org. Ah. Is it because I haven't fully recovered yet? I can't even deal with those shabby bastards. By the way, back then. Is it because the food was bad? We certainly had a hard time fighting those bastards. Hard enough for our lives to be in danger. That's why I'm saying you should just rest, big young Nim. Are you telling me they grew so much in such a short times? You insolent bastards. You're dead meat. At this rate, won't those young brats catch up to me? I, Shim Yonggak, the sweet-tongued hidden sword, who used to have a tight grip over the Hunan province. Flamescans. Org. I'll send this old geezer off first. Damn it. I let my guard down. Kiak. Old man Shim. Cook. Flamescans. Org. What's that ridiculous martial art? Just who the heck is that, guys? Abducting people wasn't enough for you. You even dared to touch my family. You punks. You'd better prepare yourselves. I'll show you what it means to be beaten up enough for dust to fly around on a rainy day. Flamescans. Org. Gioka. Do you consider me as a part of your family? A. This fucking brat. He's totally out of our league. Hugh. TSK, I thought I'd finally get to loosen my body a little. Looks like this whole situation is already over. Kakik, what a pity, I had prepared my killing move already. Ugh, we might be retreating now. But we'll meet again soon enough. Just you wait. And then I'll rip you all limb from limb. What the hell are they talking about? I can't even hear it clearly because they're so far away. But their mobility techniques sure are top-notch. Did they only train in that? Sigh, why are there still people kidnapping others in this day and age? Zero people these days are just so problematic. Just how beautiful are these people that they'd go to the extent of kidnapping them? Amitba. What is with this monk and Taoist? Thank you so much for rescuing us. There have been consecutive disappearances of monks recently. And so I came out to look for them out of concern. To think that I almost ended up like them. It's all thanks to the benevolence of Buddha that we were able to encounter you all. Amitba. Wait, so. What on earth were they going to do with just the two of you? You're just an old monk and a Taoist though. We don't know their reasons for kidnapping us. In any case, thank you so much for rescuing us. But those guys. Don't you think they gave off similar vibes to the ones we fought recently? They weren't just similar. Azuraskans. I think they're from the same group. I had this thought when I met them previously. I don't know who exactly they are, but they're definitely up to something really shady. What? You met the same group of people previously? If that's true, then this is no small matter. 7. We need to tell the Orthodox Alliance what happened right away. Ha ha ha. The Orthodox Alliance game. Also, I'd like to tell the whole Jianghu of your names since you saved us. If you're okay with it, could you tell us your names? There's no need for that. One never knows when we'll meet again. It'll be good enough if you pray for peace to be in our lives. Even people who practice the asceticism their whole lives have a hard time ignoring fame, yet you all are able to do so. All of you must be very close to Buddhahood. Amitabha. To think we'd meet such distinguished people. In that case, let's share our names if we do meet again. We'll take our leave now. I pray for your safe journey to your next destination. Har. There was also that incident in Hefei. It feels like something bad is happening in the world. Which brings me to say this. I'd like to ask our discerning Mr. Shim Yangak if he has any inkling to what could be going on. I do have some suspicions, but... What? Good would it do for bandits to worry about those things? You'd have a hard time in your late years like me if you get involved in the affairs of the Jianghu. Let's just worry about how we can get back to our stronghold quickly and continue on with our lives. He's not wrong. Like mountain bandits are in the place to worry about other people. Once we get back to our stronghold, we can live a much easier bandit life. After training with Gioka on our journey to the Green Forest Grand Summit, I can feel myself having become much stronger than before. Yeah. You were really impressive just now. Waha. Is that so? Does it feel like I've become a little stronger? But still, don't get too full of yourself. While we were indeed able to have an easier time fighting them this time around, we don't know how it would have ended if Gioka didn't step in to help. So, Gioka. Could you teach us a little more about the forms that come after the first form of the 9 heavens arts? Yeah. Now that I've seen myself becoming stronger after training, I'm starting to want to learn more martial arts. Azuraskans. Us too, Gioka. Well. Looks like you guys have no intentions of sleeping tonight, huh? Azuraskans. Calm. Brother, you're already so skilled, why are you still training so hard? Yun Sungbeek. Oh, it's you, Sungbeek. Training never ends. One must constantly improve their body and mind. My internal energy is still lacking, and my skills are not even nearly enough to fight the elders of the 9 great sects. If we keep doing as Mother's wishes and mess with the Green Forest, then there'll come a time when we'll definitely have to face them. Azuraskans. Calm. Come on, they're just mere mountain bandits though. What are you so worried about? We mustn't underestimate the Green Forest. There's a reason why people talk about them as if they're on equal footing with the Orthodox Murim. So, go bring your sword and come back here. That's what you wanted to say from the start, right? Brother. Can we please just go to sleep? Azuraskans. Calm. The 5 Peak Mountains. Bandit that's good with swords defeated an elder of the Wudang sect. If that rumor is true, then it'd be hard for me to fight them at my level of skills right now. That's why I must become even stronger than I am right now. The journey to the Green Forest Grand Summit, which had countless happenings and tales of heroism, came to an end. Chief and the rest are back. Finally, the Five Peak 10 heroes and Yun Jioka had returned to the Five Peak stronghold. Chief, I heard that you got injured. Are you feeling alright? Can't you tell? I've long recovered from such a small injury. I could go out there and rob some people right now. Haha. Now that you've come back in one piece, we'll be having a much easier life as bandits from now on. Well, I guess so. Toy. 2 months after they returned. A ranking battle out of the blue. Must we do that? I won't take responsibility if you get hurt. Me. Get hurt. Speak for yourself. Better steel yourself for what's coming next. Chulson, while you were away for the Green Forest Grand Summit, we have been receiving training from Yang. Once I defeat you in this ranking battle, I'll be join the ranks of the Five Peak 10 heroes and make my name known throughout the world. Take this. Hell Blade, first technique. No. My Hell Blade. Do you know how expensive this was? Ha. Hell, my ass. Just go and train some more. Calm. What just happened? Chayan. His level of skills weren't that much different before we joined here though. I guessed it when I sensed that the vibes he gave after the Green Forest Grand Summit were different. But he's become so ridiculously strong. And he's been training for every single day ever since he came back. Maybe he's become even stronger than Yang. Fuck. I feel so alone. Heavenly Inquisition Sword. This 15. Really not right. Sir. Are you listening to me? Gosh, you're so noisy. What are you making so much noise about? Don't you see it? After all of you returned from the Green Forest Grand Summit, no one has gone to do any pillaging, not even the chief or the Five Peak 10 heroes. All of them were just training every single day that the stronghold isn't functioning properly. That's why you're doing all those runs, aren't you? What's the problem here then? Did you not hear about how the Waryong Manor people that came from Luoyang beat us completely? While you and the Five Peak 10 heroes were gone. I did hear about that ruffle, but... well. Did you tell this to the chief and ask him to seek revenge? Of course, I did. Chief. Shouldn't we wait for those arrogant Waryong Manor bastards to go back to Luoyang and show them just how fearsome the Five Peak stronghold is? We'll get back the twice the toll fees from them while kicking them around. We'll also make an example out of that arrogant and cheeky bastard, forget it. Just let it go. What? It's not like we'd have any trouble making a living by letting a few guys like him off. Yeah. Like what Chief said, just let them go instead of making this a big deal. Chief, let's continue where we left off earlier. Alright. In order to use internal energy smoothly. He's the chief of a stronghold. What kind of a reaction is that? There are so many mouths to feed in the Five Peak stronghold. At this rate, everyone will starve to death. What? One with who? That young kid. That'll be a start. Back then when you didn't want to fight that young kid personally. I assumed it was because you wanted to err on the side of caution. So, if you fought him for real this time around. The elder of the Wudang sect. Not only did he defeat Sage Chun-Ji. He's also a monster that fought on par with the heaven-destroying Demon Lord, one of the top 10 martial masters. He wants me to fight a ranking battle with him again. I see the amount of trust you have in me. Yes. If we get serious and make plans then. We'd all just die together, you